The Kurdish military has begun to liberate many Christian villages and towns captured by ISIS. But many Christians are hesitant to return home over fear it could happen again. On my recent trip to northern Iraq, I visited the Ankawa refugee camp and heard about the concerns of Christians there and about a plan to set up a safe haven in the area where the prophet Jonah warned the people. Today, the Christian town of Karakosh is free of ISIS for the first time in more than 2 years. It will require massive rebuilding. And as Sister Diana of the Niniveh Relief organization told CBN News, it also needs security.
It's number one priority, because if it's not safe, even if everything is provided from the infrastructure, from the facility, from the service, but number one is the security. What's the point of coming back, rebuilding, and then another group will come and force us to leave, and if not forcing us to leave, maybe worse could happen too. So we need something tangible, something that it tells us you're going to be safe.
That's because ISIS, also known as Daesh, is only the latest group to target these Iraqi Christians.
It's a continuous persecution since 2003. With the emergence of Daesh, this was really shown, was felt deeply. Villages are empty now, probably destroyed. The heritage is gone, the past and all of these good and strong memories, it's not there anymore.
The numbers back up their fear. Constant attacks have caused the population of Iraqi Christians to drop from 1.5 million in 2003 to less than 300,000 in 2016. This is the Ashti refugee camp in the Ankawa neighborhood just outside of Erbil. It's where thousands of Christians have lived since ISIS forced them to flee more than 2 years ago. Now there's proposals to establish a safe zone for Christians and other ethnic groups in the plains of Nineveh. U.S. Congressman Jeff Fortenberry of Nebraska introduced one proposal, saying in part, the indigenous communities of Iraq's Nineveh Plain region, Assyrian, Chaldean, Syriac Christians, Yazidis, and others, have a right to security. House Resolution 152 would support the Iraqi creation of a safe zone, allow for autonomy, and commit the international community to help maintain the security. They envision a 3-level security system with a local Christian militia, the Iraqi Army or Kurdish military, and an international rapid response unit.
Because without this, the cradle of Christianity will be done. Christian will not be able to live in Middle East, not only in Iraq, in the whole Middle East.
Assyrian Aid Society President Ashur Askria says Christians are not new to the land.
It's important because it's a Christian indigenous land. Iraq and Middle East, we are not visitor here because sometimes people, they think that we are not from this land because now we are already like minorities in this region.
Sister Diana warns her church is in danger of disappearing.
If the Syriac Catholic Church does not come back here, we're going to be spread all over the world. In a few years, there will not be a Syriac Catholic Church in Iraq.
Steve Reich is with the Chaldean Church. For security reasons, we won't show his face. He says discouragement can be a killer.
I think one of the dangers in the West is we look at these people from afar and we say, well, nobody's trying to kill them today. They're living in a tent. They're getting some kind of food, which is all fine if you don't care about whether or not they survive as a community, and keeping them alive in a situation where they've got no hope. They've got no future. What's more cruel? You know, they're dying either way. They're dying inside.
Ithara, a mother of 3 daughters, echoes that feeling and has a message for mothers in the West.
For all the mothers that hear me today, we tell them we need a quiet life. We need a safe life for us and our children.
Bishop Warder agrees with a safe zone, but also says it needs to be personal.
We need also a process of reconciliation among all the components of the Iraqi society and the people of Nineveh Plain, because to be victim, it's one issue, and also to victimize others in retaliation, this will not bring peace and stability.
Whenever you find such opportunity,
In the meantime, Christians go on with their lives. Sister Diana led this graduation ceremony for those learning English as a second language. It's been a tough time, but they said they look to their Savior.
The Jesus not forget us forever. The Jesus with us all the time.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I cried a lot of nights, and praying to Jesus was absolutely, it helped me a lot.
Raish told CBN News what he believes Christians in the West need to know.
Don't forget them. Don't give up on them. They're still here and there's still hope, but there's only hope if the rest of the world's Christians continue to show solidarity with them.
We need your support, we need your prayer, we need your voice, we need raising awareness and keep telling the story.